All right, I'm torn. I'm torn for two reasons. Number one, I'm torn because I just got a package in from Argos, and well, actually didn't just get it in, but we're recording this now. I ain't got no gold flakes. I'm appreciative. Why I ain't getting no gold flakes, Argos? You know what I'm saying? I was seeing all the pictures on IG and I was like, bro, y'all could have sent your boy some gold flakes, man. But I mean, nonetheless, I'm still grateful because we got the fragrance, the newest release from Argos. This is Midas Touch. This is Midas Touch. The second reason I'm torn is because this is actually better than I thought it was gonna be. Full honesty, full transparency. It's good. Real talk. It's good. Let's talk about it. Yo, what's going on, party people, fat boy family? I hope you guys are having an amazing day, man. I don't know where you are, but the weather in North Carolina, it's been cold and it's raining. So this is the perfect day for a fragrance review. Also, prayers up. Shout out to all of our brothers and sisters down there in the Caribbean, specifically Jamaica, who is being affected by this hurricane that is ridiculously huge and out of control. So prayers up to them, but do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the smash button, smash that subscribe button. I'm not taking it out, and click that bell so you can be notified every single time I post new content to the channel. But let's go ahead and jump right into today's conversation. All right, again, so we just got in a couple of days ago, but you know, actually recording this now because I wanted to get at least one wearing in from the House of Argos, the latest release. We have Argos, and this is Midas Touch. This is Midas Touch. Now, y'all already know, man, Argos is Argos. If you're looking for like perfumery, like beautiful niche perfumery, Argos is a house that you definitely want to tap into. So let me just go ahead and say this. Link is down in the description. Hit that. You're going to get a discount. Get the discovery set. This stuff is super expensive and it's not Blind Buy safe. So I don't just recommend you just jump out there and go spend. We're going to talk about the price later, but just let me get that out there. Link in the description. Get you a percentage off with the code and get the discovery set so you can really jump in and experience Argos if you've never experienced it before. So y'all guys know the routine by now. We're going to go over the presentation. We're going to go over the profile. We're going to go over the performance, and then we're going to go over the price. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into the presentation. All right. The presentation, man, if you've been following me, you already know that the presentation of Argos, it is second to none. From the time they actually send it to you, you know, you get the gold wrapping paper. It's like, you know, getting the golden ticket to, you know, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and then actually pulling out the box that is hand painted. And you get to see the story of the fragrance before you even actually get to smell it. I don't think people understand, like when it comes to fragrances or anything, any product, like your packaging goes a long way in setting the expectation for what your customer is going to get. So I love Argos fragrances because they always tell a story. You get this beautiful old hymnal Bible style of coffin, for lack of a better term, or book that the fragrance sits in. And then, oh, just the Midas touch. Y'all know it wouldn't be a review if I wasn't silly. And then you actually get a chance to pull out the bottle and you can see the bottle, man, all the details. This is what I'm talking about, man. Like, I saw the pictures. Shout out to Fragrance Photos, who does some amazing job with these bottles. And I'm like, I ain't got no flakes. Maybe I didn't sell enough. I'm grateful nonetheless. Y'all send me some flakes. I'll put the flakes in here myself. Nonetheless, they do have two editions. You have this particular bottle, and then you have the bottle with the flakes in it. But we don't care about the flakes. We actually care about the juice. And like I said, beautiful bottle. You cannot beat the bottle. The plaque, you got the plaque here with the Argos, man. That is absolutely beautiful. And then, you know what I'm saying, signature touch, bro. You know what I'm saying? Boy, they got your name on that thing. Boy, they got your name on that junk, bro. So if you ever end up with my bottle, you know who it was first. But the details, there aren't too many bottles that are going to give you the level of details that Argos does, man. Absolutely beautiful bottle. Nonetheless, I know what you're here for. The same reason everybody is here. I told you I'm torn. I don't want to spray it again because it is a room filler. So we talked about presentation. Let's go ahead and jump into this profile. All right, I've gotten the chance to get a full wearing with this, and especially like the weather we've been having now. Perfect release, perfect timing. Gonna go crazy for fall and for winter. When you spray this, you get this beautiful, warm, woody, balsamic, sweet opening. It's kind of shocking because this is not typical, in my opinion. It's not really typical of Argos. It's different. And in full transparency, I didn't know what my expectations were because I did talk to a couple of people who had already gotten their nose on it, you know, at a couple of some special events that they had. And it was like, you know. But this is why you get your own nose on it. And I'm glad I'm getting a chance to get my own nose on it because I like this. Like, for real. Like, real talk, because it is this beautiful, warm, sweet profile with this Argos signature rose. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's tuberose here. And when I heard that there was tuberose, I heard, in full transparency, I heard there was tuberose and I heard that there was leather. That was from IG. Of course, when you hear something, it don't mean anything. Now, I haven't watched anybody else's content or whatever. Tuberose, leather. I don't get a lot of tuberose here. And when I hear tuberose, I immediately think white diamonds, or I think 1 million. And I'm like, I don't get a lot of tuberose here, which tells me this is masterful crafting or perfumery or witchcraft. Is one of the two. I don't know. It's Halloween time, or it's just everything Argos touches turns to gold, pun intended. But again, I'm gonna say it again. You get this beautiful, warm, woody, balsamic-like resinous nature. There's supposed to be bergamot here. The bergamot is definitely, it kind of puts you in the mind of, because people hear bergamot and they think citrus, but not necessarily. Like, the citrus here is for slight coloring, almost like the slightest bit of sparkle, just to take some of the edge off, some of that balsamic nature. It puts me in the mind of a bergamot from like Cedroc Boisé, because that's not a super citrusy fragrance up top. That bergamot has some depth to it. And so this kind of adds to the woody, resinous nature. And then you get this tuberose where there's also this signature rose that's kind of lifting it as the fragrance begins to work its way through. So when you smell this, it's kind of captivating. It's honestly, and I don't think I've ever used that in terms of describing a fragrance, but it's honestly kind of captivating. Like, I'm not lying to y'all. It is honestly alluring, captivating, very elegant. There's something sexy about it, but there's also something very sophisticated about it, where as a man, I guess you can call this unisex. This is a man's fragrance. This is for Midas. This is for that man, that confident man, that CEO, that person that just believes that they've got the Midas touch. You probably call them narcissistic. You probably call them arrogant. But this is that type of person. Don't think sweet, woody from a standpoint of like where we start getting into vanilla and ouds. But there's the slightest hint there. Like, it almost kind of plays on your mind and tricks you. It's like, well, is there something else here that's not there? But it sticks to kind of like, I don't want to say floral, but but that rose continues to keep all of those other things at bay. If the rose was not in here, and however they blended the tuberose, this would just honestly, I don't know, man, this could go a crazy direction, because that's honestly what you get. And as you work through, there's still more of this lift that comes through from the rose, and then more of the leather. But I think it's labdanum. you know, because labdanum can kind of give off this leathery feel. I don't know. We're going to look at the notes. I don't know if it's actual leather, but it's not like a leather. I want to say there's a sweetness here that comes from Eau d'Ambre leather minus the vanilla. Not like, because Tuscan leather still smells like leather. Eau d'Ambre leather doesn't smell a lot like leather, but there's something there. And with rose, like, it's beautiful. This is a beautiful masculine fragrance. Beautiful masculine woody fragrance with some rose that is perfect for the fall, perfect for the winter. I'm definitely not wearing this in the summertime. It's probably cloying and going to give you a headache in high heat. Springtime, early spring, depending on where you are. You can get away with this under 70 degrees, in my opinion. So I know I'm spending a lot of time on the profile, but I just wanted to make sure I kind of really described for you what that is. But let me go ahead. I'm going to put the notes on the screen, but I'm actually going to read them. I'm not going to say it's an Argos Bible, but that's what it looks like. So in the top, we have bergamot, gurgum, and tuberose. So I'm assuming gurgum is probably where that balsamic sweet nature is coming from that I'm getting. And then in the heart, you have rose, osmanthus, cistus labdanum, and there's leather. So there actually is leather here. Okay, cool. There actually is leather here. And then in the base, you have patchouli, nagamota, benzoin, and oud. So it does make sense because it gets woodier. The patchouli, you get this lift as the fragrance continues to work through, where it's like patchouli, it gives off this earthy, minty type of vibe. Like that patchouli can give you the slightest bit of freshness. Not like fresh, but you know, like there's earthy. Imagine this earthy, but the wind is blowing. There's a crisp, brisk wind that blows. Patchouli can kind of give you that feel. So as the fragrance continues to work through and the rose, that patchouli kind of comes in and helps kind of lift everything up, but give it this slight twist. And it continues to get warmer, but it doesn't get so warm where it's like, okay, now we've just fallen in the abyss. Because like I said, with the oud in there, all of that wood, everything continues to get warm. It continues to get a little dark, a little mysterious, not spooky, a little mysterious. Like, so if you're into dark fragrances with something different, you're definitely going to love this. If you're into vanilla, you're going to love this. If you're into sweet, it's not gourmand. It's not a gourmand sweet. It's just the sweetness that would come from a tuberose or whatever rose that they use, or that what's the name of that? That gurgum is giving, is doing what it's supposed to do. So I'm a huge fan. I'm a fan of this. In terms of their current profiles and what potentially, how would I rank this? Personal bias. This might crack top 5. And I'm not saying that because it just came out. Like, this is one step away from being gourmand. If not for the rose, this is one step away from being gourmand. And you guys know how I feel about that. And you know, fall is my season. So I'm a huge fan of this. This makes rose more wearable. This makes leather more wearable, which is 2 notes that you guys know. I'm like, yeah. Could be top 5. Triumph of Bacchus is just, could be top 5. Could be top 5. Let's talk about that later, because we're going to revisit. I want to get some more time in with this. And so we're going to talk about this probably on the live next Monday, because being that the temperature is what it is, I'm gonna be able to get a lot of wearing in with this. But let's talk about performance. We talked about the presentation, talked about profile. So let's talk about performance. All right, so as it relates to performance, again, this is Argos, man. You guys know this is a room filler. Like this right here, the projection on this is crazy. Like it is thick, pause. It is very dense. So fall back on the sprays. fall back on the sprays. The wearing I got with this, easily I got 10 hours on skin. It was not a joke. I'm not lying. And I didn't put an oil on or anything. That was simply shower and then moisturizing with the unscented lotion from EOS. That's all I did. I didn't even do anything extra to try to boost it. Because when I'm testing fragrances, I like to leave it at that. 10 hours. And I'm talking about it was noticeable for at least 5 of those 10. At one point, I just stopped counting because I'm like, it's strong. Like, so even like spraying it in the house, you come back at the end of the day, it's like, dang. And that's one spray. It still smells like that. So projection is going to be great. Longevity is going to be great. The sillage on this is going to be great. So it's Argos. I don't know of any Argos fragrances that don't perform. If I ever met somebody that said it doesn't perform, I'm like, I think that may be a you thing and not an Argos thing, because Argos and underperforming don't go in the same sentence. Now, they got a couple of fragrances that might be underwhelming to me. Like that La Primavera, y'all throw that away. It's for you, it's for you. It ain't for me. Nonetheless, that's why I say sample it, get your own nose on it. Let's talk about the price, because woo, yeah. And 2025 is tight out here. Let's talk about the price. Now, here's the crazy part. I'm not selling this because the 24 karat X-Straight version that has all the gold flakes in it, unfortunately, it's like not even available. I think it's like $455. Let me double check. $455, or maybe, hold on. Is it coming soon? Is it coming soon? So it's coming soon. The $455. So it has it's weird because the regular 100 ml X-Straight is available now, and that's $398. $398. But if you're on the website, the 24 karat 100 ml version is $455. And then that Dirty 30 is $238. I'm gonna shoot straight with you. Y'all don't need 100 mils of anything. 30 mils. And then people are like, $238 for a 30 mil fragrance? That's a lot. Keep this in perspective though. Blue Day Chanel charge y'all $275. Chanel charge y'all $275 for Blue Day Chanel exclusive. That's a designer. This is niche. That's Chanel. This is Argos. You do the math, right? The price is the price. That's why I say, get the discovery set, sample it, get the discovery set, sample it again, get the discovery set, sample it. And then, you know, if you want to spend that money, spend the money. 100 mils is probably going to last you, especially if you're like me and you have 1,000 other fragrances, even though I don't have 1,000. So don't take that out of context. But I think the Dirty 30 would be well enough. So put it on your Christmas list. But yeah, 30 mil is $238. 100 mil is $398. And the 24 karat version, even though it doesn't show available right now, and I'm assuming it's not available yet, or it's going to come available, it's $455. Yeah. And the gold flakes are supposed to be like pure gold leaf, because I'm like, what justifies that jump in price? Like $50, $60 almost. Apparently it's real gold. So take that with a grain of salt. All right. So yeah, man, there you have it. Like, it's a beautiful, warm, woody, sweet, balsamic, resinous fragrance with this beautiful, warm, sweet rose that gives it a level of sophistication, gives it a level of character, gives it a level of mystery. I'm about to say mysteriousness. Mystery. Definitely dope. Something I'm definitely going to get somewhere out of. I'm glad I got my nose on this on my own. And not to say the people that told me, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I get it. I think I get what they were trying to say as far as like, you know, based on kind of like Perseus Triumphant, you know, it's kind of like, but to me, this is more of a sweeter, woodier take. Perseus Triumphant focused more on the leather aspect, like a different type of leather. This one focuses more on the rose and the wood, you know, on the balsamic at the same time, in my opinion, on my skin. That's my skin. So again, it's subjective to that. Nonetheless, I want y'all to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. And while you're at it, go ahead and click the bell so you can be notified every single time I post new content to the channel. But yeah, let me know. Are you interested in getting it? Have you already ordered it? Are you thinking about getting the discovery set? Yeah, holla at your boy, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the profile. Let me know what you think about the price. And yeah, shout out to Argos, another successful release. I'm assuming in a couple of days, this is gonna be live for actual orders. So yeah, this is gonna be good. Like I said, top 5. We're gonna talk about it. We'll talk about this probably on the next live stream, like top 5 Argoses. I think this could be top 5. I think this could be top 5 for me, based on what I like. I think this could be top 5. Nonetheless, I'll catch you guys in the next video.